What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics. Little chat today. Little chit chat. I want a little bit of vibe check. I kind of noticed this on Sunday when I was poking around doing my little nonsense and market movers, researching for the weekly video. And I checked in again early in the week, and it continued the same path. My question is, and we're gonna look at some charts and graphs, market movers, link in the description down below. All that jazz, coupon codes, fancy update coming. Are we at the bottom? Maybe I'm saying the bottom, but have we reached a current plateau in like the negative way? Like things have dropped. Have we started to level off? Not saying there isn't another dip coming where we could go lower. Once again, we don't know. We're salt guessing here. But I've noticed over the last 2 weeks or so, a lot of at least the market pulse indexes seem to have stabilized. I look at these things week after week in the Sunday video. Almost every single week, they are dipping a couple of percentage points. For the last 2 weeks in a row, they have stayed flat or ticked ever so slightly up. We're going to run through them here in a minute. But that's what the screens are telling me. I am curious, for all you guys and girls out there in the sports card world, whatever, buying, selling, trading, do you feel like we have kind of stabilized a little bit? Now, I am painting with a broad brush here. I am not talking about, every single individual card. Just generally speaking, do you feel like we've kind of leveled off for the time being? Once again, I don't know for sure, just kind of judging with my eyeballs and what we see on the charts and graphs and kind of vibes out there in the world, but I want a little bit of a wider net. So all the viewers of the channel here, let me know down below what you guys or girls are seeing, what you're thinking. And it kind of makes sense a little bit. We're kind of in the dead period of the NFL with it starting to kind of, creep back up again. The NBA has been on a downward slide since the playoffs ended, but now we're in off-season mode. So, that pot's getting stirred up a little bit. Newsy stuff's happening. People are running out to go buy, the next big thing for the person that got traded or whatever. Baseball is in the middle of the doldrums. Soto's starting to heat up a little bit. Trout, Ohtani are doing cool things. Angels still suck. We're in the lead up to the national. It's kind of a dead spot for the regular sports world, but it's like prep season for a lot of sports card seasons. And I've heard people speculate maybe we're going back to more of a seasonal thing now, that we're kind of, post-COVID mess it up seasons in the whole 9 yards. So let's run through some charts and graphs. And once again, please, in the comments down below, I'm sure I'm going to get the 5 people that always yell, it's going down another 30%. And the 5 people that are going to say, oh, nope, to the moon. And then, everything in between. But once again, feel free, spout off down below. So this is the SCI 500. This is like their 500, cards that matter the most type situation. There's a lot. It's a wide base. There's a bunch of vintage in here. There's modern stuff in here. All the major sports, even the ones that we don't cover on the channel. This, as of right now, once again, over the last 2 weeks, and it's really been the last 2 weeks specifically that I've kind of seen every one of these level off. Last 2 weeks, it's up 0.5%. Now, once again, I know you're probably saying 0.5%, who cares? Well, when it's going down 3% every week as an index, up 0.5 over a 2-week period feels pretty nice, to be honest with you. So that's the SCI 500. Let's look at this one. This is baseball, ultra modern and modern. So that's 2018, basically 2010 to 2020 is what these two indexes make up. Once again, not huge gains, but you see ultra modern 2018 to 2020 is up 3.7% over the last 14 days. Modern, as I have deemed it, is up 1.4%. Once again, I know, not, you're talking 1-3 percentages here. Not the biggest numbers in the world, but when these things have constantly been going down, to see them actually, to see lines above the black bar that goes through the center of the screen here, is actually pretty good. Next up, we got basketball. Same thing. Modern, ultra modern 2018 to 2020. That currently up 6.7%. One of the largest jumps on here. So that's Luka, Zion, Trey, LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, that class. 2021's not in there quite yet. But they're up 6.7%. And once that's the blue line here, over the last 2 weeks, you can see a nice steady increase in climb, even with it tilting up right here. Now I can look at this thing in a week and, maybe we're in the basement. Who the hell knows? But and then modern 2010 to 2017 up 0.7%. Last but not least on this little list here, football. We have ultra modern football 2018 to 2020 up 3.2%. And modern 2010 to 2017 up 4.6% over the last 2 weeks. The charts and graphs, once again, I don't want, you don't want to put everything into the charts and graphs, but it's at least showing me signs of at least a flattening. I'm not going to call 3% increases going to the moon. I mean, it's taking you to the moon. It's going to take you 50 years to get there. But you get my point. Just the fact that I am seeing flattening to positive movement on these seems like an okay sign. I don't follow the crypto markets super close, and by super close, I don't follow them at all. They seem a little less doom and gloomy, like on my Twitter feed. I know I don't want to say gas prices have come down, but I feel like they've stabilized. I know at least locally to me, they've came down from like $5 a gallon to $4.20 a gallon. I'm sure nationwide, that's probably a little bit of a different story. I know there's some inflation report nonsenses coming out this week, and all that stuff, and recession talk and this, that, and the other thing. But I feel like the general world outside of cards, comics, collectibles, whatever, the last couple weeks feels a little less doom and gloomy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still pretty doom and gloomy. And I'm not sitting here watching, CNN, Fox News, whatever, 24/7. I try not to watch them at all, honestly. But just the vibes I'm seeing, like on social and stuff like that, what I was seeing a week or two ago, or 2-3 weeks ago, rather, either people have adjusted or, maybe I'm just not seeing or hearing the right stuff. But from a card perspective, this stuff's only going to go down so low. Essentially, at one point in time or another, it is going to hit a floor. Whether we're at the floor right now, I have no idea. But it feels like we've at least plateaued to a certain point, a little reverse plateau. We've valleyed off. The question is do we go down another level? Do we actually start to tick back up? Do we stay flat? I don't know. But once again, I'm kind of fishing for your thoughts and comments on this one in regards to what you guys are seeing out there. I know personally, I've actually, the last week, personally, I mean, you guys saw my mail day yesterday. I've kind of picked up my spending a little bit. I'll be honest. Now, part of that is, the PSA grading thing being open for a limited window has me chasing some raw stuff that I wouldn't normally chase. The Star Wars card kind of came out of nowhere because, like I said, I've been looking for that, but they never come to market. So I had to pull the trigger on that when it came out. So maybe it's just a confluence of events. But I'm seeing more things I kind of want to make plays on. Now, I don't know if that's because prices have come so low that I'm feeling the itch, if that makes sense. And I'm ready to dive back in and get some stuff because I think the prices are really solid on it. Now, could it drop another 20%? Yeah, sure. Could it go up 20%? Yeah, sure. I bought the case of Magic the Gathering cards. I got some questions about that. A question in one of the comments was, are you doing this because, and it was a fair question, are you doing this because you're bored with the hobby? No. My answer to that question was, and I put it in the comment as well, it's just all about diversification right now, for me personally. I have a pretty decent sports card collection. I have a pretty large comic book collection by this point, dollar-wise. Anyway, like if I look at my GPA, my collection tab, it's getting up there. This was just something, the Magic the Gathering case was something to just kind of, park some money in a little bit of a different thing. Could I have taken that $2,000 and bought a comic or bought sports cards with it? Yes, 100%, absolutely. But I already have a bunch of comics and sports cards. So why not diversify a little bit? I had the free money laying around to put into something in the collectible space that was money specifically for, hey, I'm going to spend this in the collectible space, I went that way with it. Once again, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. And when I say mix things up, I don't mean from like a mental perspective, like a boredom perspective, a portfolio makeup perspective. I think of collectibles as I don't think of them as stocks, but I view my collectible portfolio like one might view a 401k. I have my savings, I have my 401k, we have stock options through my wife's company, her 401k, other stuff. Then I have this as like a little side investment / whatever you want to call all this nonsense, with the collectible side of things. Like I said, some of the stuff is short-term buys, some of the stuff that I buy is more long-term buys. I just view the Magic thing as a diversification, which I think is also smart to do right now, as we're seeing prices maybe continue to come down, maybe stabilize. I don't know. Like I said, curious for your thoughts and comments down below. Have we hit the bottom? Is there another bottom coming? Are we going back up again? Are we going to stay flat and hang out here, up until the National maybe? Is everyone just holding their breath for the National? Is that what's going on? I don't know. It's not like the whole hobby attends the National. That's all I have for you guys and girls today. Like, comment, subscribe. Probably do the Magic box break tomorrow. Once again, I have that recorded. I need to add some stuff to it, but I think we'll fire that up tomorrow. So if you want to see me open that box of Double Masters, make sure you're subscribed. Catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.